Princess Elara and the Enchanted Forest. Chapter 3. The Cursed Mirror. Story begins. In the enchanted forest, magic danced in every leaf, every glimmering stream, and every whisper of wind. Princess Elara, the kind-hearted maiden with hair like spun moonlight and eyes bright as sapphires, had survived the cruel envy of Queen Morwen. In Chapter 2, we saw the stepmother's dark spell and apple laced with wicked magic fall upon the princess, sending her into a deep, enchanted slumber. Yet, the heart of the forest never forgot Elara's kindness. 7 woodland spirits, bramble, pebble, dewdrop, mossy, thistle, willow, and spark, nurtured her through the endless days, keeping hope alive. And when the young Prince Caelum's gentle kiss awakened her, life, laughter, and the melody of her magical voice returned to the world. But as the kingdom celebrated, a shadow lingered. Queen Morwen, though stripped of her beauty and influence, had vanished. Some said she hid in the mountains, others whispered she had merged her spirit with a cursed object. And now, a new darkness stirred, a darkness tied not to Elara's kindness, but to the power that once sought to destroy her. This is Chapter 3, The Cursed Mirror, a tale of secrets, courage, and the lingering shadow of envy. The enchanted forest awakens. Elara woke that morning to the soft rustle of leaves and the gentle hum of the brook near her hollow. The woodland spirits gathered around, their tiny faces alight with hope. "Good morning, princess," chirped Pebble, his laughter tinkling like water over pebbles. "Are you sure the world outside is ready for you now?" Dewdrop added, leaving a tiny rainbow trail in the air. Elara smiled, brushing the remaining strands of golden hair from her face. She had never felt more alive, yet a quiet anxiety tugged at her heart. The memory of Morwen's cackling laugh and the dark apple still lingered like a shadow behind her eyelids. "I feel ready," she whispered to the spirits, her voice trembling but strong. "But I have a feeling Morwen's shadow is not gone. Something tells me this is only the beginning." Bramble's eyes, polished like acorns, narrowed. "You speak true, princess. The forest senses it too." The air hums with unease. Spark, always the optimist, fluttered around Elara, his glow lighting the hollow. "Whatever comes, we will protect you, just as we always have." Elara nodded. She knew she could trust the spirits, but the wider world, the human kingdom, was full of uncertainty. Her kingdom had rejoiced at her return, yet whispers of Morwen's magic still floated on the wind, carried in shadows and hidden corners. A whisper of darkness. In the distant palace, hidden in a secret tower, Queen Morwen seethed. Her beauty, once admired by all, had faded like an old painting, yet her heart remained as black as ever. Though her physical power had diminished, her magical cunning had not. "I will not be undone," she hissed, pacing before a cracked mirror. "If she thrives, I shall create a magic so potent that even the forest spirits cannot save her." Morwen's fingers traced the mirror's surface. This was no ordinary mirror. It was enchanted long ago by a forgotten sorceress, a relic capable of capturing fragments of one's soul and twisting them into new, dark forms. Morwen's lips curled into a cruel smile. "Soon, Elara will not just sleep. She will fall into a trap from which even the bravest prince cannot awaken her," she whispered, her eyes glinting with malice. The warning in the wind. Meanwhile, Elara spent her days learning the secrets of the enchanted forest. She spoke to birds, listened to the whispers of trees, and learned how to weave magic into melodies. Every note she sang brought new life to the forest, even as an unspoken tension lingered in the air. One evening, as the sun set in molten gold behind the distant mountains, Elara paused by the stream. She knelt to drink, and a reflection in the water caught her eye, not her own, but a flicker of someone else. "What?" she murmured, kneeling closer. The reflection shimmered, twisted, and then solidified a pale, ghostly visage resembling Morwen, eyes gleaming with malice. Elara's heart skipped. Impossible, she whispered. She cannot still be alive, but deep in her heart, she understood the truth. Morwen's power had transformed, taking refuge in a cursed object, the mirror itself, and somewhere, that object waited for the perfect moment to strike. The forest spirits' council. That night, Elara gathered with the 7 woodland spirits beneath the ancient oak. The air was cool, tinged with the scent of moss and wildflowers. We must act carefully, Princess, Mossy said, his velvet beard quivering. Morwen's magic is different now, not flesh and bone, but cunning and shadow. If she reaches the kingdom, not even the prince can undo her plans. Willow's voice was soft but grave. There are ancient spells hidden in this forest. If you seek them, you must be ready to face great challenges. The mirror will tempt, deceive, and test your heart. Elara drew a deep breath. Then I will face it. Whatever comes, I cannot let fear rule me. If Morwen's darkness spreads, the kingdom suffers, and the forest suffers too. I must protect both. Thistle nodded, prickly but sincere. Courage, princess, is not the absence of fear, it is acting even when the fear grips your heart. A journey begins. The next morning, under a sky painted with dawn's first light, Elara set forth with the woodland spirits guiding her. Brambles scouted ahead, pebble flitted above, and dewdrop left trails of sparkling light along the path. As they approached the forest edge, the air thickened. Shadows moved where none should be. Trees whispered ominous warnings, and the first sign of the cursed mirror appeared, a faint reflection in a puddle, showing not the sky, but Morwen's mocking grin. Elara's hands trembled. Stay close, she urged the spirits. We must be vigilant. This mirror, it is alive with her dark intent, the cursed mirror revealed. After hours of trekking, they reached a glade shrouded in unnatural darkness. In the center, half buried in vines and thorns, sat the mirror. Its surface shimmered with an inner light, a silver fog swirling like smoke. Elara felt a chill crawl up her spine. She stepped closer, and the mirror rippled, forming shapes, visions of her kingdom in ruin, streams frozen, trees withering, the woodland spirits trapped in crystal cages. Do you see, princess? A voice hissed from the mirror, cold as ice. This is your future if you fail to bow to me. Elara's heart pounded. I will never bow to you, Morwen. Your magic cannot break what is true, what is kind and good. The mirror shimmered, and suddenly a hand, pale and thin, reached out as if to touch her. She stumbled backward. Clever girl, the voice sneered, but every reflection hides a truth. How long before you doubt yourself? Temptation and inner conflict. Elara sank to the ground, clutching her hands. Her mind was filled with visions, the people she loved, the kingdom she swore to protect. A creeping doubt whispered, what if I fail? What if I lose everyone? Her thoughts tumbled. If I fail, the prince, the forest, the people, they will all suffer. But if I trust myself, I must be strong. I must resist her lies. Dewdrop fluttered to her shoulder, leaving a trail of rainbows. Princess, remember our love, the forest, the kingdom. It's all part of your strength. You are not alone. Spark glowed brighter. The mirror tempts with fear, but only courage can shatter it. Elara inhaled deeply, rising. Then I will face it, not with hate, not with anger, but with hope. I will not let fear rule me. The battle of wits and magic. The mirror surged with dark energy, forming shadowy illusions of Morwen, twisting and doubling in number. Each tried to whisper lies, promises of power, threats of despair. Elara sang. Her voice rang clear and true. carrying magic born from the forest itself. Flowers bloom through the dark ground, streams of light cut through shadow, and the illusions faltered. No, the voice screeched. You cannot undo me. Yes, I can, Elara whispered, because I am not alone. Love, friendship, and hope are stronger than your darkness. With a final note, the mirror cracked, splintering into shards that scattered across the glade. Morwen's voice, shrieking in rage, faded like smoke. Restoration and twist. The forest exhaled a sigh of relief. Sunlight broke through the trees, touching every leaf, every stream, every spirit. Elara fell to her knees, exhausted but triumphant. Brambles stepped forward. You have done what few could, princess, but be wary. Magic of envy is rarely destroyed, only hidden. Morwen may yet return, in a form we cannot see. Elara looked toward the horizon, a mix of hope and caution in her heart. Then I must be ready. I will protect my kingdom and my forest, no matter what comes. And far away, in a hidden corner of the castle ruins, a small glimmer of silver light twitched. The shards of the mirror had gathered, faintly whispering, plotting, waiting for the next chance. Ends Chapter 3. The Cursed Mirror of Princess Elara and the Enchanted Forest. Elara faced the dark power of Morwen's lingering magic, battled illusions and temptation, and proved that courage, kindness, and hope could triumph over fear. But the shadow of the queen is not fully gone. The shards of the cursed mirror still whisper, and a new danger may loom in Chapter 4. If you've been enchanted by this magical tale, be sure to watch Chapter 2 to see how Elara was awakened from Morwen's first deadly spell, and stay tuned for the next chapter, where secrets deeper than the forest itself will unfold. Don't forget to subscribe to Sukaw Shorts, where every fairy tale comes alive with heart, magic, and wonder. Join our family of dreamers and storytellers, and never miss an adventure as Princess Elara faces new dangers, discovers hidden powers, and brings light to the darkest shadows. Smash that like button, leave a comment, and share this magical journey with friends. The adventure is only just beginning, and your support helps us bring every story to life with love, magic, and excitement. And remember, in the enchanted forest, nothing is ever truly gone, and every shadow hides a secret waiting to be discovered.